Well, welcome, sports fans. Here we are, Pekin, Illinois, Mineral Springs Park. Another production of QCA TV Sports on Channel 38, Cox Communication, a Family Ties production. This is Jim Sanders, your announcer today. Joanne Sanders is with us. She's going to do some statistics work for us. Jess Medina, producer, director, cameraman, and everything else. We're here for a quarterfinal game between the Moline Maroons and the Chargers from Palos Heights Stagg High School. We prepare to have the starting lineups today. Stagg comes into this ball game with a record of 31-8. Moline comes in with a record of 22-9. We'd like to thank Pekin High School and association with the Illinois High School Association for putting on this particular tournament. Mineral Springs Park has been home to this tournament for years and years and years. Today we have cloudy skies, which is good for this particular season. It's not raining. That's one of the first things we noticed when we got here. The field's in great condition. Temperatures at game time will be 74 degrees. Wind is blowing, basically coming in from center field. The umpires are gathered at home plate. We're getting ready for the lineups. Both teams come into this ball game. Moline, as they come into the game here, we'll talk about their route through regional and the sectional play, and we'll do the same for Stagg. Moline, of course, coming out of the Rock Island Regional, beat Rock Island 6-3 in the regional finals. They beat Belvedere 19-0, the first game of the sectional, and they beat McChesney Park Harlem in the championship game to advance to Pekin. Stagg, on the other hand, upset Joliet Township in a 1-0 ball game, and last night they defeated Homewood Flossmoor in a 16-inning ball game, 3-2. So this is our very first quarterfinal game in the 1996 Class AA state tournament. We're going to take a short break here. We'll be back with the starting lineups in just a minute. Going through all the mandatory IHSA announcements, but it's always pretty neat because it talks about sportsmanship and all those types of things. And I'll tell you, our experience through the course of this tournament so far, sportsmanship has been a big plus as far as the games we've seen played. So they make that announcement, and it's important to the IHSA and to all the member schools.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the two teams.
We're going to go through introductions in the first quarterfinal ball game.
For the home team, the Chargers, Palos Hills Stagg.
Palos Hills Stagg will be the home team on the scoreboard.
Who enter the game with a record of 31 wins and 8 losses.
31-8, as I mentioned earlier.
Coach Bob Dillon.
Introducing Coach Bob Dillon.
wins and 19 losses for a career of 3 years.
96 wins and 19 losses.
Who enter the game with a record of
Moline entering the ball game with a record of 22-9. Head coach is Robin McConnell.
has a career record of 43 wins and 22 losses.
43 wins, 22 losses. So Robin, in her 2 years of head coach, have been here both times, and Bob Dillon the same way. For Stagg, number 00, Jenny DiGiacomo. For Moline, number 3, Susan Baker. Allison Booth. For Stagg, Abby Hodge. For Moline.
For Stagg, number 3.
For Stagg, Lauren Flaherty.
For Moline, number 5, Amanda Bevins.
Amanda Bevins, number 5 for Moline.
For Stagg, number 8, Rachel Gench.
Rachel Gench is number 8 for Stagg.
Erin Crean.
Erin Crean, number 6 for Moline.
Number 9, Abby Willems.
Abby Willems is number 9 for Stagg, and for the Maroons, number 7 is Alicia Kelly.
For Stagg, number 10,
For Stagg,
Liebfried.
Lynn Liebfried.
Number 8, Megan Wild.
Megan Wild for Moline, number 8.
Number 14,
Paige Shimoski, number 14 for Stagg.
Abby Weiss.
Abby Weiss is number 9 for Moline.
Number 15, Stephanie Stryzak.
Stephanie Stryzak is number 15.
Jessica
And
Tim.
Jessica Timms for Moline, number 10.
16, Christy Amorati.
Christy Amorati is number 16 for Stagg. For Moline, Nikki Gorge, number 11.
For Stagg, number 20, Krista Carlson.
Krista Carlson is number 20 for Stagg.
12, Jenny Chase.
Jenny Chase is number 12 for the Maroons.
Stagg, number 21, Abby Booth.
Abby Booth is number 21 for the Chargers.
Amy Vanderven.
Amy Vanderven for Moline. She's number 13.
Number 22, Angela Marico.
Angela Orico is number 22 for Stagg.
Jill Eastman.
For Moline is number 15, Jill Giesman.
Jessica Lilja.
For Stagg, number 23, Jessica Lilja.
For Stagg, number 24, Julie Smith.
Stagg, number 24, Julie Smith. Sammy Goldstone is number 17 for Moline.
For Stagg, number 25, Lisa Kamowitz.
Number 25 for Stagg, Lisa Kemowitz.
Cross.
And for Moline, number 18 is Brooke Cross.
For Stagg, number 26, Lori Marcato.
For Stagg, 26 is Lori Marcatos.
Gerlach.
And for Moline, number 20, Alicia Gerlach.
For Stagg, number 27, Kristen Milos. For Moline,
Number 27 is Kristen Milos from Stagg. And number 21 is Mickey Walker from Moline.
32, Michelle Madlowski.
Michelle Matlowski, number 32 for Stagg. Number 33 is Diane Littleton. Number 40 is Jenny
Tyrell.
Tyrell. Number 57 is Kelly Harley. And number 99, Jamie Scraba, rounds out the lineup for Stagg. The assistant coaches for Stagg are Dan Meyer and Don Watts, and the assistant coach for Moline is Kelly Gorgel
Monticello, Sally Wall.
and Kim Cook.
And first base from Siegel, Chris Long.
Announcing the umpires at this point in time. You know, it's quite an honor for the umpires to be assigned to a ball game like this. Lots of hard work, a lot of high ratings by the coaches to get them to this level.
Don't wait.
Now, ladies and
At this time, we'll rise,
face the flag.
face the flag.
As David Fairchild.
David Fairchild will play our national anthem.
Don't shake.
Our national anthem. Now this is the time when all the teams have got a little bit of nerves, obviously. Somebody says, are you a little bit nervous? I'll tell you what, if you're not a little bit nervous now, better check your pulse because you're probably dead. The Maroons, the visiting team today, their lineup will be Sammy Goldstone will lead off, number 17 in play center field, Amanda Bevins, number 5 at second base. Alicia Gerlach, number 20, will pitch. Alicia Kelly, number 7, will play left field. Nikki Gorge is number 11, will catch. Number 18, Brooke Cross, will play first base. Number 10, Jess Tim, will play third. Number 13, Amy Vanderven is at shortstop. Number 6, Jenny Light will be the designated hitter. And bat 4, number 16, Erin Crean.
Lady Maroons leading off.
Defensively for Stagg, in the outfield and left field is Allison Booth, number 2. Abby Booth, number 21, is in center field. And Abby Wilms will be the right fielder. Infield, third to first. Number 23, Jessica Lilja at third base. The shortstop is number 8, Rachel Gench. At second base, number 40, Jenny Terrell. At first base is Krista Carlson, number 20. The catcher for today is Paige Shimoski. And the pitcher for today is number 26, Lori Marcados. Coaches and the captains gather around at home plate talking over the ground rules. We got some interesting situations here because of a large number of media people involved. In and around the dugouts are an orange fenced-in area designated for the media, which could come into play on a wide throw or foul ball or something like that. So we're not planning for rain today, are we, guys? No rain today. Okay, well, I guess we're okay then. All I gotta do is find my pen, and we're ready to play here. The Maroons, for our fans back home, obviously have been really hitting the ball lately, and it'll be interesting to see how the Stagg pitcher-catcher defensive combination holds up today. They had a tough ball game last night. I mentioned they played 16 innings last night because of all the rain in the Chicago area. A 16-inning 3-2 ball game, and their pitchers gave up 17 hits last night to Homewood Flossmoor. So, and the Maroons have been averaging about 12 or 13 hits a ball game along the way. So the pairings for this tournament, this is the first quarterfinal game, as I mentioned before. Palos Hills Stagg 31-8 against the Moline Maroons 22-9. The second game this afternoon, Glenbard North 24-12 will play Chicago Washington with a record of 19-8. This evening, Morton with a record of 32-4 will play Chicago Maria. Their record is 21-11. And the final game of the quarterfinals will have Mundelein at 36-2 against Chatham Glenwood 18-12. The winners will continue, and the teams that do not win will go home.
Basketball, golf, and tennis tournament series.
So, as the captains leave and Coach McConnell leaves home plate, the umpires appear to be ready to go. Both teams obviously anxious to get this thing rolling, and as we are too. We're hoping for a beautiful day here. The weather, that partly cloudy, has become mostly cloudy. Yeah. Well, the real media people here today are anxious for this game to get started, as we are. I've said everything I can possibly say in a pregame, and then some. Oh. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a real short break, and we're going to be right back with action. There are the real media people right there. We'll be right back.
Leading off in the top of the first inning for Moline.
Well, let's play ball. We're ready to go. Again, the visiting team, the Moline Maroons, will bat first. First three batters from Moline. Number 17, Sammy Goldstone. Number 5, Amanda Bevins, to follow with Alicia Gerlach. This has been a good part of the order for Moline during the course of the year. Goldstone, Bevins getting on, Gerlach, Kelly, Gorge, and Cross driving them in. Number 26, pitcher is Lori Marcados. Strike one is the call. And the 1996 AA state tournament is underway. Mineral Springs Park, Pekin, Illinois. Curve ball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield playing straight away. A lot of times you don't have an opportunity to scout your opponents, although these two teams played each other last year. Slap. 1 out. Get that slap past the pitcher, you got a good chance, but that time Laura Marcados made a nice play, and on to the first baseman, Krista Carlson. 1 away. Foul ball on the bunt, Amanda Bevins. Infield playing very shallow, expecting the slap and or the bunt. Outfielders are moving in, still playing straight away. Slap, back to the pitcher again. The throw, 2 away. 2 easy rollers back to the pitcher is Lori Marcados doing a nice job. And the 2 speed players for Moline, Goldstone and Bevins, are both retired in order. Alicia Gerlach. She's improved during the course of this tournament. She's batting. Oh, pop up. Catcher's got a chance, but out of play. Most of the Moline girls have improved their batting average through the course of the tournament. Gerlach has improved from 561 to 589 throughout the course of the regional and sectional tournaments. So she's doing a good job. The outfielder's playing very deep, and rightfully so. She gets a hold of one of the camera people out here are in jeopardy. There's no question about that. Center fielder out here, number 21, Abby Booth, coming to that ball. That ball drops in for Gerlach, base hit. I guess we should wait and see how they score it. In the Booth. Base hit. Pop up. The drops behind the third baseman, or behind the shortstop, excuse me. Center fielder wasn't able to get there. Number 7, Alicia Kelly is batting. There's a beautiful article in the paper today about Alicia as she was selected the pace setter. Wonderful story about how her hard work and dedication allowed her to drop some weight and get herself in a situation where she's playing better, feeling better, and doing an excellent job. She's a power hitter, and this allowed her to increase her speed as a left fielder. Ground ball back to the pitcher though, and the side is retired for Moline as Alicia Kelly grounds back to the pitcher. So in that first half of the first inning, Moline, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no errors for Stagg. So at the end of the top of the first inning, we have no score. We're back now to start at the bottom of the first inning. The first 3 batters for Stagg will be number 2, Allison Booth, playing left field. Jessica Lilja, number 23, the third baseman. Abby Booth, number 21, in center field. The Moline defense playing real shallow, expecting bunt, gets one. Third base, Tim, the throw to first for the out. Booth on a nice play from Jess Tim to the second baseman, Amanda Bivens, covering, and 1 out.
The batter, the third baseman.
The batter now, Jessica Lilja, the third baseman, number 23. Gerlach pitching. Nice curved ball, a little bit outside. Nikki Gorge is catching. The outfield for Moline. In left field is Alicia Kelly. There's a fly ball, out of play. Center field is Sammy Goldstone. In right field is Erin Crean. The infield, third to first. At third base, Jess Tim. Amy Vandervens at shortstop. Amanda Bevins at second base. And the throw to first for the out. And at first base is Brooke Cross. Ground ball out. Both pitchers keeping that ball down.
2 out in the inning. That'll bring up the center fielder, Abby Booth.
Abby Booth, the center fielder, is the third batter for the Chargers here in the first inning. Infield still creeping in just a little bit. Curved ball low and outside. I think we've got a pretty good camera angle today here for you to get a good view of the pitches. Gerlach's main pitches, obviously curved ball, rise ball, change up, fastball. Wanted that one. 2 balls. Or 1 ball, 1 strike, I guess is the call. Got the scoreboard behind us, so there's a strike. Good change that time. The outfield playing fairly deep here. Abby Booth, the center fielder, is our batter. Fly ball deep to center field. Plenty of room. Nice catch in center field out there for Sammy Goldstone. And the Chargers go 3 up and 3 down in the first inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. The end of the first inning, the score, Moline Maroons 0, the Stagg Chargers 0. Okay, we're back here. It started the second inning with no score. The first three batters from Moline, catcher Nikki Gorge, number 11, Brooke Cross, number 18, the first baseman will follow. Gorge line shot to left, right at the left fielder. Nice play out there by number 2, Allison Booth. Allison Booth and Abby Booth, number 2 and number 21, the center fielder and the left fielder, are twin sisters. So, and they are considered among the best outfielders in the Chicagoland area. So 1 out. Gorge hits the ball hard, but right at the left fielder. Second batter is Brooke Cross, the first baseman. Number 18, Jess Tim, number 10, the third baseman, is on deck. 1 away. Top of the second. Shot foul. Just about tore down the dugout over there on the Stagg side. And right now the Moline Maroons are hitting the ball real hard. Lori Marcados has a record of 20 wins and 4 losses. Alicia Gerlach for the Maroons, her record for the season is 11-2. Ball low. Marcados is going to have to keep that ball changing speeds and things like that. She comes with that same stuff. Moline's going to really hit that ball. Very impressed Maroons throughout the course of the sectional tournament and also the regional tournament is how hard they're hitting the ball right now. Pop up to the shortstop. Cross is retired. Fly ball to the shortstop for the second out of the second inning. Jess Tim, the third baseman, number 10 is the batter. Amy Vanderven, number 13, the shortstop, is on deck. 2 away, top of the second inning, no score. We mentioned earlier how well the Maroons have been hitting the ball in this stretch here, and 52 hits, and after opposition, 44-4 in 4 postseason games. Got a dead ball, foul ball. Ball went off her foot. Umpire stopped play real quickly. Back to my comment, in 4 postseason games, Moline has out-hit their opponents at 52 hits and outscored the opponents 44-4. So that's about as much domination as you're going to get, especially through a tough regional, which the Quad City Regional is always tough. And I thought a tough sectional this year with Harlem and Morris being especially good teams. Harlem beat Morris 2-1 to advance to the championship game, where they were soundly defeated by the Maroons. Jess Tim. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the top of the second, no score. Low again. Looks like Lori Marcados is really working hard to keep that ball down. That's obviously a good strategy against Moline. You get that ball up to the Maroons, and a lot of their girls are going to hit that ball real hard. Pop up to the catcher, off the screen, foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and we're in the second inning with no score. Jess Tim battling in there, doing a nice job against Lori Marcados, the #1 pitcher for Stagg High School from Palos Hills. A little bit low. Full count. 2 down. Moline looking to get another base runner on. They had 1 on in the first. Gerlach had the hit. Pop up to the second baseman. Nice play there by number 40. That's Jenny Terrell to end the inning. So for the top of the second inning, all 3 outs were pop-ups. A line drive actually to into the outfield, and 2 pop-ups on the infield. So at going to the bottom of the second inning, our score is still 0-0. We're back as Moline defense sets up. First hitter for Stagg is Lori Marcados, the pitcher, number 26. Jenny Terrell, number 40, is on deck.
The batter, the pitcher, Lori Marcados.
The defense playing deep in the outfield. Shortstop and second base playing back. First and third playing tight. 2 strikes. It'll be a little bit, I would imagine, a ball game like this before either team gets feeling really comfortable. It takes an inning or two to kind of settle down. Both teams were here last year. That helps a lot. Stagg's got some girls back returning from last year's state tournament team, as does Moline. So it's not a team that's brand new to this. Stagg returns 4 starters from last year's 34-5 team. It says including shortstop Lauren Marcados, who's pitching this particular ball game, and the third sacker Jessica Lilja. The twins, Allison and Abby Booth, again are solid outfielders for them. Were here last year. Gerlach to Gorge. Foul ball into the Moline section over there. Nice crowd on hand here today. We got a good crowd from Moline. We got quite a few people out here in the outfield. The bleachers are starting to fill up a little bit out here, so it's going to be a nice crowd. A nice crowd. Other teams are starting to arrive. They're going to play later on in the day here, so it's going to be an interesting day if the fans want to come and watch a tournament like this. Base hit to right field. Hustles it out. Right fielder makes a good play. Aaron Crean comes up and throws the ball to first, but Marcados gets the first base hit for the Chargers.
Second baseman Jenny Tyrell.
Our batter now, Jenny Terrell, number 40, playing second base. Nobody out here. First opportunity for Stagg to move runners along. They decide not to do that. Pop up to first base for the out. Bob Dillon, the coach for Stagg, decided not to move the runners along that time. Went for the hit, tried to go for the hit at least, and got a pop up to second base, or to first base. Number 00 is our batter now. Jenny DiGiacomo is
Jenny DiGiacomo.
number 00. Moline defense sets up deep in the outfield. Tight on the corners. Curveball outside. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. No score. Chicago, Palos Hills Chargers from Stagg High School, 0, and the Moline Maroon 0. It's a strike. Curveball. Outside corner at the knees.
Come on now, Alicia. Right over the strike zone now.
Jenny DiGiacomo is our hitter. Stolen base attempt. And she's out. Gorge to Vandervin, excuse me. Caught stealing.
Let it go, guys!
Started the runner that time. I'm not sure whether it was going to be hit and run or what coach was trying to set up that time, but a good play by the defense Moline, and a strikeout. Jenny DiGiacomo strikes out for the third out of the second inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base as Lori.
You don't steal on Nicky Gorge!
Moline fans are going a little crazy here as they go by. I'm sure we picked that up. An avid fan, to say the least. We go to the top of the third inning. No score. First 3 batters for Moline will be Amy Vandervin, Jenny Light, and Sammy Goldstone. We're back here. Top of the third, Amy Vandervin, the shortstop, will lead off, followed by Jenny Light, who's DHing for the right fielder Aaron Crean, and then back to the top of the lineup with Sammy Goldstone. Third inning action, first quarterfinal game, Mineral Springs Park, Pekin, Illinois, State Class 2A tournament. Vandervin has done a nice job out of the bottom of this lineup. They've been getting some really good hitting out of Vandervin and Jenny Light. getting on base, and the other girls are driving them in, doing a nice job of that. Each have increased their batting average. Yes, Amy has increased her batting average about 10 points from the regular season and through this tournament. And do that with as many at-bats as she has, you know she's hitting the ball real well. So things are looking good. And there's a base hit into left center field, cut off nicely by the center fielder. And Moline has a threat started here in the top of the third as Amy Vanderven leads off with a single. Let's see if Jenny Light can move her along. Sammy Goldstone on deck. Excellent job. You had a great camera angle of that too, I'm sure, as Abby Booth, the center fielder, cut that ball off. A lot of ball games that was going to go to the wall for extra bases, but she went there quickly and made a good play. With Vanderven on first, Jenny Light batting. Sacrifice situation. Foul ball. That was a nice bunt on the line, just foul. And with her speed, that was going to be a base hit. So Moline opting to try to move the runner, where last inning Coach Bob Dillon decided to try to hit away with Jenny Terrell. We'll see how it works out. Nice bunt to the pitcher. On to first. Sacrifice is successful as Jenny Light moves Amy Vanderven to second base.
That'll be scored as a sacrifice.
Sammy Goldstone back to the top of the order with the runner on second base and one out.
Bring up the top of the ball.
Amy Vanderven standing on second base. First opportunity for runs to be scored. Sammy Goldstone, the center fielder, her first at bat, an attempt to slap the ball, grounded back to the pitcher. Fly ball, pitcher calls it and takes it. Pop up to the pitcher for the second out. Obviously she didn't want to get that ball in the air like that. You get that kind of situation, you know, you get a girl come back to the dugout, you go, well, you don't want to hit it up like that. Well, she didn't try to hit it up like that. It just went there. Could have been a rise ball and a drop. Maroon still threatening. Amy Vanderven, after leading off with a single, moved to second base on a sacrifice by Jenny Light and is there now with two outs. Amanda Bevins, second baseman, the chance to drive in our first run. Takes a strike. Amanda, her first time up, grounded back to the pitcher. So she's hoping to get that ball by. The shortstop and second baseman are playing a long way from the bag. If she can hit one up the middle, we're going to see how good an arm the center fielder, Abby Booth, has. Big gap up the middle. Coach McConnell wants to talk to Amanda for a second. Trying to set up a situation, calm her down a little bit. Talking about what she wants to do with this ball. Good news for Moline is I think every girl in this lineup is going to be able to hit the ball consistently. It's just a matter of can they get the ball in the gap when they need one. Amanda Bevins has the chance to do that right now with Amy Vanderven on second base. Attempts a bunt. And again, a good choice on that one, simply because with Alicia Gerlach to follow, if you can get on base, runners first and third, with Alicia batting, good things can happen. Ground ball to short. Across the diamond for the third out. So the Maroons threaten in the third inning. After a leadoff hit by Amy Vanderven, Jenny Light did her job, sacrificed to second base, but outs by Sammy Goldstone and Amanda Bevins in that threat. And going to the bottom of the third, our score, the Moline Maroons 0 and the Stagg Chargers 0. Well, we're ready to go here. We're in the bottom of the third inning. No score. Stagg at bat. Paige Shimoski, the catcher, is number 14. Number 9, Abby Williams to follow. She's playing right field. Rachel Ginch is the shortstop, number 8. She made a nice play to end that last inning there. Moline had an opportunity to score. She made a nice defensive play. So Shimoski, Wilms, Ginch against Gerlach. Nice pitch. Excellent changeup. Dropped that ball right in there. 2 strikes on the batter. Nobody out. And had a chase and a high one. Second strikeout in a row. First out here in the third inning. Abby Wilms, the right fielder, number 9, the next batter. Rachel Gensch, the shortstop, to follow.
The right fielder, Abby Wilms.
Moline Maroons playing her to pull the ball. Center fielder Sammy Goldstone sliding to the right field side and shortening up a little bit. Attempted bunt, trying to use that speed to get some base runners on. Foul ball. For Moline, they have 9 losses this year, but boy wants to see, a nice play at third base for the second out. Beautiful job that time by Jess Tim at third base, and she is probably one of the better third basemen in the state. Again, Moline started out kind of slow, lost their first 3 ball games of the year, 2 to Washington and 1 to Alleman. Breezed through, I guess you'd say, through the Western Big Six schedule, going 10-0. Lost 3 ball games in what was tabbed the triple duel, Northeast Park and East Moline. Line drive. Rachel Gensch on the out to the second baseman for the third out. That ain't no runs and no hits, no errors. Getting back to Moline, and they lost 3 ball games, 1 to Limestone, 1 to Morton, who is in this tournament and who Moline could play if they advanced. Both teams advanced all the way to the championship game, and then to Harlem in a 4-0 ball game. So they beat Sterling 11-1 in the first game of the Rock Island Regional. They beat Rock Island 7-3 in the championship game. Beat Belvedere 19-0 in the East Moline United Township sectional, and the championship game they beat Harlem. So Moline Maroons are here, and rightfully so. That partly cloudy skies we talked about earlier have now become light rain here at Mineral Springs Park. For the Maroons, leading off here in the top of the 4th inning, Alicia Gerlach, the pitcher, will be their first batter. She had a single to open up in the first inning, but was stranded. Alicia Kelly will bat second. Nikki Gorge will bat third.
Maroons will be their pitcher, Alicia Gerlach.
We got about 100% partly cloudy right now here at Mineral Springs Park. Light rain falling. We're in the 4th inning. 0-0. Moline is the visiting team. It wouldn't seem quite right the way this season has gone to not have some rain somewhere along the line. And one of the good news is that that's a strike. Good news is everybody's used to playing in the rain, so it's not going to affect anybody. If it was bright and sunny, that might be conditions nobody's used to. The ball heading for the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Gerlach around first, heads to second, starts off this 4th inning with a double. A 2-base hit, Alicia Gerlach. Abby Booth that time, the center fielder, number 21, made a valiant effort, but she couldn't get to that ball. So the Maroons have a threat here. After threatening in the 3rd inning, leaving a runner stranded at second, they start off the 4th inning with the runner at second base in the person of Alicia Gerlach. Alicia Kelly now. Base hit or move her around. Low in the dirt, catcher makes a nice play. Paige Shimoski, the catcher for Stagg that time, made a real nice play. Bunt, right back to the pitcher, moves the runner along. Sacrifice by Alicia Kelly. Does a nice job. It's the first out. But with one out. Alicia Gerlach standing at third base. First opportunity for a run. Nikki Gorge, number 11, the catcher, had a line shot for the first out of the second inning, and she's up with a chance to drive in the lead run.
That was a rip. That came right out to you guys' cameras, too.
Strike one, outside corner, curveball. The defense for Stagg is in. Sure, everybody is in. Any kind of a hard ground ball's got a good opportunity to go through. The outfield's playing pretty much straight away and deep for Nikki Gorge. Any fly ball, the outfielders, is going to be a sac fly. A ball low. Pitcher's doing a nice job of keeping that ball down.
Why did she quit for? A lot of people quit there.
Gorge, ground ball to short. Runner holds at third. Throw to first. Nice defensive play. Gorge hit the ball hard, but right at the shortstop for the second out. So Gerlach leads off the fourth inning for the Maroons with a double, moves to third on a sacrifice by Alicia Kelly, and she's still there now with two outs, and Brooke Cross, first baseman. She had a pop up to the shortstop in the second inning with an opportunity to drive in the first run of this ball game. 0-0, top of the fourth. Ground ball, rolling foul. Been impressed with Stagg defensively. They've got good outfielders. They run to the ball real well. Infield appears to be real solid. The pitcher throws strikes, and the catcher does a good job of blocking the ball. So obviously they deserve to be here in this first quarterfinal game of the 1996 state tournament. Moline's threatening. Alicia Gerlach at third base. Best opportunity so far for either team. That pitch is a ball. One ball, one strike. Ground ball to short. Nice play, nice throw across the diamond. So, another Moline threat. Leaves another runner stranded for Moline in the fourth inning. No runs on one hit. They had a runner left. Inning led off with Gerlach with a double and a beautiful sacrifice by Kelly. But two nice plays by the shortstop ended up in ground balls to short for the second and third out. So going to the bottom of the fourth, we'll take a short break here. Our score 0-0. Well, we're back here. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. That last inning, Lori Marcados, the pitcher for the Chargers from Stagg High School, did a beautiful job, as did the shortstop Rachel Ginch did a beautiful job. Going to the fourth inning now, leading off for Stagg, Allison Booth, number 2. She led off the ball game with a slap bunt, or a bunt rather, to the third baseman. For the first out of the ball game. This is the fourth inning. Booth, Allison Booth, Jessica Linja, and Abby Booth, with first 3 hitters for Stagg. Pops up. First baseman makes a nice play. Pop up that time to Brooke Cross for the first out in the fourth inning.
Batting second and playing third base, Jessica Lilja.
Here's your first out. Third baseman, Jessica Lilja, number 23, is our batter, with one out. So far through 3 innings, only one hit given up by Alicia Gerlach to the Chargers. Through 4 innings, Moline has managed to get 1, 2, 3 hits. So the Maroons hitting the ball a little bit better. Had more runners in scoring position, but our score is still 0-0. Curveball, ground ball to second. Nice play for the out. Nice job by Amanda Bevins that time. On to Brooke Cross for the second out. The Moline defense has been solid all year long. Abby Booth, center fielder, made a couple nice plays at her in center field already. She's at bat. She had a fly ball to right field in her first at bat for the third out of the first inning. Gerlach has faced the minimum number of batters so far, because remember back to the second inning, Lori Marcados had a single but was thrown out stealing. So she's faced 11 batters and there have been 11 outs. That ball's in the gap. That might be to the wall. One hop off the fence. Booth is at second base. Number 21, Abby Booth, a double with 2 outs. Shot into right center field. And right now, the Chargers have an opportunity with Lori Marcados. She had a hit her first time up here in the 4th inning with our score tied 0-0. First threat for the Chargers. Marcados listed as one of the top shortstops in the area. She's also pitching this particular ball game, and Moline's not going to take any chances, and they're going to walk her. An intentional pass. Nice job. They're pitching to get to Jenny Terrell. Jenny's the second baseman. She had a... I'm going to talk a minute. I thought we were going to first base with a bat in her hand. I was a little nervous about that situation. People that watch baseball and softball both, in high school baseball, you can just tell the umpire you want to walk that batter, and the batter immediately goes. In softball, as in the big leagues in baseball, you've got to throw those 4 balls, and that's not always the easiest situation in the world to do. But Moline is going ahead and walk. Marcados puts runners on first and second with 2 outs and leads us to Jenny Terrell, the second baseman. She popped up to the first baseman, her first at bat. The light rain that was falling earlier is becoming just a little bit harder. Hasn't affected any of the fans. There are a few umbrellas up there. Of course, our umbrella's in the car, so that's not doing us a whole heck of a lot of good, but that's A-okay. We figured, don't bring the umbrella. It will definitely scare away the rain. The good news is it's in Pekin, and it's not that far from here, so we may get it later. Oh, nice play at second base for the Maroons. Amanda Bevins on a great play to save a run. So, for Stagg. Beautiful play there. Stagg strands 2 runners. A nice job. So in that particular inning, Abby Booth gets a double with 2 outs. An intentional to walk to Laura Marcados, puts runners on first and second, and a great play by Amanda Bevins on a ground ball by Jenny Terrell that was headed for right field, ends that threat. So at the end of 4 complete innings, the score is Moline 0 and Stagg 0. Well, here we go. We're scrambling around here trying to find a little space where it's not raining. And underneath, oh, this is really good here. This is good. We're ready to go. Play ball. Oh, sorry. It's my fault. You've heard of your skyboxes? We are now in the subway boxes out here in center field, Mineral Springs Park. The Maroons up in the top of the 5th. Jess Tim is the first batter. He had a pop up to second base, I believe, in the second inning. 3 balls and a strike is our count. All 4. So the Maroons threaten here in the 5th. Tim is on with nobody out. Amy Vanderven is the shortstop, number 13. She had a hit in the 3rd inning. She's doing a nice job of getting on base. Oh. That ain't gonna work. We're working to get chairs and things here, but hopefully it'll stop raining soon. Foul ball. Ball rolls foul. Runners will go back. Nice attempt to sacrifice there.
Joanne's gonna come back and go stop raining.
Well, we're hoping it stops raining. These are pretty. This is pretty nice here, though. Not bad at all. Just Tim at first base after being walked to lead off the 5th inning. Again, sacrifice. Good job. Oh, high throw. Nice play at first base. Amy Vanderven does a nice job on the sacrifice.
That'll be scored as a sacrifice and bring to the plate the designated hitter, Jenny Light.
Jenny Light, number 6, the designated hitter, batting for Aaron Crean, who's playing right field. Jenny sacrificed in the 3rd inning to move Amy Vanderven over. Now Amy Vanderven has managed to move Just Tim onto second base, so with 1 out, Moline threatens again. That ball's in the dirt. Nice play by the catcher. Paige Shimoski, the catcher, doing a nice job. Shimoski and Gorge, both solid catchers and doing an excellent job today. Both these teams have got all the parts here. Line drive. And a double play. Line drive to the pitcher. Jenny Light hit that ball real hard.
Another outstanding defensive play, this time by Lori Marcados.
Marcados did a beautiful job on that line drive to double off Jess Tim at second base. So another Moline rally goes down the tubes after a walk to Jess Tim to start the inning. Amy Vanderven sacrifices to second, but a line drive by Jenny Light is caught by the pitcher and turns into a double play. So going to the bottom of the 5th, we're going to take a short break. We're right back. Coming to bat, the Stagg Chargers, our score 0-0. Jenny DiGiacomo is the first hitter for Stagg High School here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, it stopped raining. We went to the car. I'm saying this we thing like it wasn't we. Joanne went to the car. Now she is statistician, sports information director, and go to the car for the umbrella person. And it stopped raining. One ball, one strike. And another strike. We're moving again. We've gone from the sky boxes to the subway boxes, back to the sky boxes again. A little bit wide. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. No score. Jenny DiGiacomo, the designated hitter. She's batting for Krista Carlson, who's playing first base. And a strikeout. It's the second time DiGiacomo has struck out in this ball game. 1, 2. Third strikeout for Gerlach. Paige Shimoski, the catcher, number 14, is the batter. She also struck out. She struck out to lead off the 3rd inning. Strike called. Throwing a nice curveball. Ball's breaking sharply away from the hitters and evidently catching the front corner of that plate. Good pitch there. 2 strikes. Gerlach seems to be warming up nicely and is bringing that ball pretty well right now. Of course, she has the state tournament experience from last year, only a sophomore. And strikeout. Another good pitch by Gerlach. 2 up and 2 down for Stagg here in the bottom of the 5th. Our next hitter, Abby Wilms, the right fielder. She had a line drive, her first at-bat to the 3rd baseman. Jess Tim did a beautiful job on that ball to retire her.
Abby Wilms.
Again, a slap hitter. Infield playing real shallow. Bunt, slap, Tim again. To Bivens for the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Stagg. So neither team has been able to find a way to put a run across the plate. Moline has threatened more often, but we're now going to the top of the 6th, and our score is 0-0. We're back here at the top of the 6th inning. The rain seems to come and go. As soon as they get the umbrellas up or somebody hides under the platform, it changes. It was raining hard between innings. It's lightening up now. The game will continue. Back to the top of the order for the Moline Maroons, Sammy Goldstone, Amanda Bevins, and Alicia Gerlach, the first 3 hitters for Moline here in the top of the 6th inning. A pitcher's duel. Stagg playing for bunt or slap. Goldstone is 0 for 2. Ground ball back to the pitcher and a pop-up to the pitcher in 2 at-bats. Ball high. 2 balls and 1 strike. And it's called strike. Both pitchers moving that ball around well, keeping the ball away from the batters, low and away. And that's why they're successful. That's why Gerlach is 11 and 2, and Marquedos is 20 and 4. Line drive to the pitcher for the first out. Goldstone lines out to the pitcher for the first out of the 6th inning. Amanda Bevins, number 5, second base. Our batter, she's 0 for 2 also. Ground ball back to the pitcher and a ground ball to the short. A hard hit ball back in the 3rd inning when the Maroons had a chance to score a run. First pitch is a ball. It's officially stopped raining again. Pop up, foul. Our game's moving along quickly. No score. The winner of this ball game advances to the semifinals tomorrow, assuming no rain happens, no rain outs. The winner of this ball game will play either Glenbard North with a record of 24 and 12 or Chicago Washington with a record of 19 and 8. They'll play as soon as this game is finished. Slipped on that pitch, ball low. Moline needs some base runners here, 1 out, and we're in the 6th inning. Mentioned earlier in the ball game, the Stagg is maybe just there's a strike, a little worry. They played 16 innings last night to get to this ball game, winning 3-2 over Homewood Flossmoor. Moline's had a little longer rest, so as this game goes on, that may be in favor of the Maroons. Shot, that's a fair ball down the line. Could be 2. Nice throw. Out at second base. Nice throw out of left field. That's a single for Amanda Bevins. Thrown out at second base on a beautiful throw from left fielder Allison Booth. We mentioned in the pregame how good the Booth twins were. Abby's made a couple plays in center field. Allison, a great play there. Moline with an opportunity again. Comes up just a little bit short. Nice throw from the left fielder to the second baseman. Alicia Gerlach, the batter. Alicia is 2 for 2, a single and a double. How about a triple or a home run? 1 strike. That's changed on the outside edge. Nice pitch. Outfield very deep, infield very deep. Ball. Well, tough play there. Then he starts off with Sammy Goldstone, center fielder, with a line drive, hit hard right back to the pitcher for the out. Amanda Bevins follows with a single and attempting to stretch it for 2. She's thrown out by the left fielder. So 2 away, nobody on base, Alicia Gerlach. The batter has become the most feared hitter in at least in our part of the state, obviously. Big thing we always look at Alicia, if we can get past her and have Moline not have scored a run, we feel that ball's gone. That ball is gone. A home run! Alicia Gerlach breaks this game open here in the 6th inning. A drive to deep right field. And the Maroons lead 1-0. Alicia Gerlach turned on that one and drove that ball well out of the ballpark here. Big thing we always look at Alicia, if we can get past her and have Moline not have scored a run, we feel that ball's gone. That ball is gone. A home run! Alicia Gerlach breaks this game open here in the 6th inning. A drive to deep right field. And the Maroons lead 1-0. Alicia Gerlach turned on that one and drove that ball well out of the ballpark here. And the Maroons lead 1-0. Man, that ball was really hit. That ball was gone as soon as it was hit. Perfect angle out here from the camera. Well done. Well done. 1-0. So the Maroons here in the 6th inning with 2 outs after a line out by Goldstone, a single, and a nice play from the outfield to throw Bevins out at second base. Alicia Gerlach steps in and hits a home run. So the Maroons in the 6th inning now lead 1-0. Alicia Kelly trying to keep this thing going. A shot into left center field. That ball's going to the wall. The Maroons are on fire. A double with 2 outs. Alicia Kelly. 3 hits in this inning for Moline. And Coach Bob Dillon coming out to the mound. Whether we make a pitching change or not, I don't know. But right now, Moline is teeing off. A line drive by Goldstone for an out. Bevins hits a single. Out trying to stretch that into a double. A hard hit ball. Gerlach on a home run. And Kelly on a double. And with 2 outs, Nikki Gorge will bat. Moline with an opportunity now to have a big inning here. You don't want to leave too many runners stranded at second base. The Maroons have done that a couple times, and they'd sure like to get Kelly in from second base. That ball got to that fence in a hurry. We mentioned earlier how good the defense was with Allison Booth in left field and Abby Booth in center field, but that ball got to the wall in a hurry. One thing that separated that from a home run was height. It never got up high enough. Nikki Gorge. Shot, base hit to left. We'll try that arm again. Good hit. Nikki Gorge on a single. Kelly holds at third. 4 hits for the Maroons here in the 6th inning. The score is still just 1-0. Brooke Cross at bat. She's had a fly ball to the shortstop and a ground ball to the shortstop. But the Maroons are on fire with the bats now.
First baseman, Brooke Cross.
Whip her up.
2 away. The Maroons seem to have solved Lori Marcado's pitching style or delivery in her pitches because they're really hitting the ball hard. We're in the 6th inning. Ground ball to third. The throw on to first base, and I'll tell you what, we may look back at this inning. That was the 3rd out. Brooke Cross ground ball out. And for the Maroons, Moline had 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1 run. 2 runners left on base. A runner thrown out at second base after a single. So with 4 hits, Moline was only able to score 1 run. But that 1 run on a home run by Alicia Gerlach gives the Maroon the lead as we move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're back here. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. The rain has started to fall again here at Mineral Springs Park, Pekin, Illinois. Rachel Ginch leads off the inning with a pop-up out to shortstop. 1 away. Back to the top of the order for Stagg, Allison Booth. Allison is 0 for 2. Had a ground ball to third and a fly ball to the first baseman. Jessica Lilja is on deck. 1 down. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 Moline. Foul ball. Stagg's got a little speed, and they use it at the top and the bottom of their lineup, try to put runners on base. They've got some good hitters in the middle of that lineup, it looks like, with Booth and Marcados and even Terrell appear to be really solid hitters for them. Starting to rain a little bit harder now. The field's holding up and it's in great shape. Absolutely no problems with that. A little pop up to the pitcher. Alicia Gerlach on a nice play there for the second out. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Maroons lead 1-0 on Alicia Gerlach home run in the top of the 6th.
The batter, the third baseman, Jessica Lilja.
Jessica Lilja is the hitter. Abby Booth is on deck. A little bit outside. Foul ball. I know a lot of our fans from the Quad City area have had an opportunity to be down here for the state tournament with the successes that Alleman has had down here in Class A, Moline successes in Double A, and a couple state trips by United Township High School into this state tournament series. If you have an opportunity, whether you root for any of these teams or not necessarily, come down and watch this. This is a great experience. A little bit better when it's not raining, but it's a nice experience. And it is raining again. A little bit high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning, Jessica Lilja at bat for Stagg. Ball to right field. Right fielder's right there. Nice play out there in right field. Aaron Crean on a nice play. Jessica Lilja is retired, and so is Stagg in the 6th inning. In the bottom of the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and we're going to the 7th inning with the score: the Moline Maroons 1, Stagg, the Stagg Chargers 0. We're right back. Well, let's go. 7th inning action here. Maroons lead by 1. Let's pad that lead a little bit here. Jess Tim, the third baseman, number 10, will lead off. Jess has been out on a fly ball and walk. She's 0 for 1, advanced to second base in the 5th inning off that walk, and a sacrifice by Amy Vanderven, but was stranded there. Ground ball to short. Another nice play. Defensively, both teams have been very, very solid. 1 away. Amy Vanderven, the second batter for Moline. Take a look at the defense again for Stagg. As we have Allison Booth in left field, Abby Booth in center field. You got Abby Wilms in right field, third to first. Jessica Lilja's at third base. The shortstop, Rachel Gensch. Second base, Jenny Terrell. The first baseman is Krista Carlson. And the pitcher, Lori Marquedos. The catcher, Paige Shimowski. For the Chargers, 31-8. Amy Vanderven is 1 for 1, a base hit, advanced to second base in the 3rd inning and was stranded, and a sacrifice. Line drive to the pitcher, fielded and caught 2 away. I'm not sure whether that was caught or not. We'll say it was not, since everybody waited for the play to go to first base. 2 away, ground ball to the pitcher. Jenny Light, the designated hitter. Jenny is batting for Aaron Crean, who's done an excellent job playing right field today. 2 down. Top of the 7th, Moline leads 1-0. Maroon fans would like it a whole lot better with another run or 2 here. Strike 1. The rain continues to fall. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. There's an opportunity. Jenny Light on a base hit. Jenny up to that point was 0 for 1. She had sacrificed in the 3rd inning. She hit into a double play, a line drive double play to end the 5th inning. And now with 2 outs in the 7th, she's on first base with a single. Brings us back to the top of the order. Sammy Goldstone at bat. She and the pitcher have got to know each other real well. A ground ball to the pitcher, a fly ball to the pitcher, a line drive to the pitcher. She's 0 for 3. We're in the 7th inning. Moline leads 1-0. Looking to advance to the semifinal round tomorrow. See what the ruling is on that. Wild pitch or pass ball.
Score is a wild pitch.
Wild pitch. Moves her to second base. Jenny Light at second base with 2 outs. A base hit away from the second run for Moline. An insurance run wouldn't hurt anything. Ground ball to second. Nice play. Flips on to first base for the 3rd out. So the 3rd out for Moline in that 7th inning, top of the 7th. No runs on 1 hit and no errors. We had a wild pitch in that inning. Going to the bottom of the 7th, the Maroons 3 outs away from advancing to the semifinals. Going with a lead of 1-0. We'll be back in just a minute for the bottom of the 7th. We're back here at the bottom of the 7th inning from Pekin. The first 3 hitters for Stagg will be Booth, Marcados, and Terrell. Moline defense, left field. As we go through that defensive group, Alicia Kelly in left, Sammy Goldstone in center, Aaron Crean in right field. The infield 3rd to 1st, Jess Tim, Amy Vanderven as a shortstop, Amanda Bevins at second base. Brooke Cross is at first base. Our catcher is Nikki Gorge, and Alicia Gerlach is the pitcher. The defense has been perfect for Moline to this point. The defense for Stagg has been perfect to this point. Had 1 pass ball. I think that's the only defensive mistake in the ball game, and many good plays. Booth, the batter, center fielder. She is 1 for 2. She flew out to right field and had a double in the with 2 outs in the 4th inning. The one real threat that Stagg had in this ball game. She doubled with 2 outs, a walk to Marcados, and followed with a ground out by Terrell to end that threat. Then runners on first and second with 2 outs in that inning. There's a strikeout. Nice curveball that time. Alicia Gerlach for the first out in the 7th. 2 outs away. Lori Marcados, the pitcher. She is 1 for 1. She had a base hit in the 2nd inning. She was intentionally walked in the 4th inning. She bats here with 1 out in the 7th. That's a nice pitch. Strike 1. The defense playing deep. The outfield playing her to pull the ball a little bit in left field and in center field, playing her more towards the line and right. They're in at the corners, back up the middle. 1 away, 2 outs away from the Maroons to move on to the semifinals in the state softball tournament. A strike. Moline brought a nice crowd here today, and so did Stagg for that matter. All the teams have nice followings. This point, that ball's really hit, curving, foul, long shot, foul. This ballpark was not going to be big enough to hold that one if that ball would have been in fair territory. Lori Marcados, the pitcher. Opportunity to get her team back in the ball game. Abby Booth led off the inning, striking out. Alicia Gerlach on a nice strikeout pitch. Foul ball, stayed alive. Nice pitch from Gerlach that time. This is when the state tournament gets exciting, when you're one inning away, 2 outs away from moving on to the next round. Maroons trying to close this out a little bit high. The rain is still coming down. And I just about bet the girls playing out there from both teams haven't got a clue that it's raining right now. Foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes our count. 1 away, Lori Marcados. The cleanup hitter for Palos Heights Stagg High School the Chargers. They're 31-8. Advancing to the state tournament with a big win last night. Ground ball foul. Big win last night over Homewood Flossmoor. Played 16 innings last night to get to this ball game. Moline finished on Tuesday with a big win over McChesney Park Harlem High School from the Rockford area. Advanced to this ball game. Maroons 2 outs away. A little bit low. Marcado's doing an excellent job at the plate. Runs that count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. She's their power hitter, it appears to me. Full count, 1 out. Gerlach to Marcados. That ball's hit, but high in the air. Kelly on the run for the out. Got under that one just a little bit. Fly ball to Alicia Kelly for the 2nd out. The Maroons 1 out away from moving on to the medal round, the state tournament series. Jenny Terrell at bat. She has had a fly ball to the first baseman and grounded to second base. She's had a little trouble catching up with Gerlach's pitches, and/or Gerlach has been pitching the ball outside, keeping the ball away from her, and that's just where she's been taking that pitch. Moline's playing her to hit the ball towards right field. Center fielders playing way to the right field side of second base. Pitch is
Your attention with Tom Elliott. Please report to the press box.
the infield playing short on the corners. Got a big gap up the middle. A ground ball past Gerlach is going to be a base hit to center field. There's a foul ball. 2 away. We're in the 7th inning. The Maroons 1 out away from moving on to the next round. The pitch. Nice pitch. Tough to lay off. But Jenny Terrell does that with 2 away. We're in the 7th inning. The first batter, Abby Booth, struck out. Laura Marcados, after hitting a long foul fly ball, had a fly ball. That ball is right at Erin Crane. The Maroons will win. Line drive off the bat of Jenny Terrell to Erin Crane in right field, and the Maroons close out Stagg High School, Palos Hills, the Chargers. Their record now becomes 31-9, and they'll go home after a fantastic season. And crossing the diamond to shake hands, the Moline Maroons, Robin McConnell's team, Kelly Gorgel, as coaches, will move on to the next round, and their record now is 23-9. Let's recap real quickly that inning where the Maroons scored their run. It was the 6th inning, the top of the 6th. The inning started out with Sammy Goldstone hitting a line drive right back at the pitcher. Amanda Bevins follows with a base hit down the third baseline, and the left fielder makes a beautiful play and threw her out at second base for the 2nd out. Alicia Gerlach followed that up with a resounding home run into right center field to give the Moline Maroons the only run they needed. They continued to threaten. Alicia Kelly had a double. Nikki Gorge had a single, but Stagg got out of that inning. But for the ball game, Moline finishes 1-0 victory here at Mineral Springs Park and moves on to our next round. We're going to hang around here a little bit, I guess. We're going to try to maybe get an interview or two if we can. Let's go through the Moline box score for a second here. Sammy Goldstone was 0 for 4. Amanda Bevins was 1 for 3. Alicia Gerlach was 3 for 3. She had a single, a double, and a home run with that 1 RBI. Alicia Kelly was 1 for 2 with a sacrifice and a 2-base hit. Nikki Gorge was 1 for 3. Brooke Cross was 0 for 3. Jess Tim 0 for 2. Amer Vandeven was 1 for 2. And Jenny Light was 1 for 2. Moline had 8 hits. Stagg had only 2 hits in the ball game, and neither team committed an error. So we're taking a look here at the Moline celebrating a little bit, and Stagg finishes out their season. It's been a pleasure to bring you this ball game. It's quite a thrill to have an opportunity to come down and work a state tournament. Again, the QCA TV Sports. I have a little trouble with that. QCA TV Sports on Cox Communication Channel 38, Family Ties Production. For Jess Medina, Joanne Sanders, this is Jim Sanders saying, keep tuning us in, will you? There's some great things happening in high school and college sports in the Quad City area. Stay with us. We'll bring you more great stuff as the year goes along. We're out of here. Well, we're back here at Mineral Springs Park with Coach Robin McConnell and Alicia Gerlach, both stars of this particular ball game, along with all their teammates, obviously. Coach, I'll start with you. Going into today's ball game, how much did you really know about Stagg, and what do you expect from them?
Well, we pulled out their game sheet from last year and got some notes from the kids that were back, and then we sent Coach. Luckily, we were able to send Coach Gorgel up yesterday, and it was kind of a funny story because I kept waiting for her to call, and then I got worried something had happened to her, and she got home and called at 9:45. It had been a 16-inning game, so she said, I got to see everybody hit like 8 times. So we felt like, we had some good notes on them, and she had real good, helped us a lot with their pitcher, and we felt like if we could gain just a couple things from going up there, and I believe that we really did.
Well, congratulations. Obviously, a one-run ball game. As you start thinking about, I was with you as you started talking about preparations for the next ball game. What kinds of things do you think you want to do between now and, say, tomorrow morning's ball game?
Well, first of all, we're going to, as a team, stick around here and watch a couple innings of this game, and then I'll stay, or Coach Gore will stay and watch the end of it, and we'll go back to the hotel and have a team meeting tonight and discuss some of those issues, because we're going to have to be up early tomorrow, and hopefully we'll just be able to pick up some stuff from this game.
Very good. Alicia, 3 for 3, kind of that single, then the double, but you skipped the triple part of that. What's with that?
Sorry. I didn't get to bat 4 times.
There you go. First of all, let's talk about your hitting. The pitcher, as you saw her today, did you pick up some things in your first couple at-bats that might lead you to believe you could hit the ball like you did that last at-bat?
Not really. I knew she had a good changeup, so I was ready for that, and that's what she threw. So.
Okay. Did you expect the ball at that count to be that close to the strike zone?
No, I thought she'd pitch it either low or outside, but it wasn't, and then I took a hold of it.
Very good.
Right her power,
Very good.
High and right where she likes it.
You betcha. Right where we don't want to, yeah, as opposing coaches, we definitely don't want to put that ball there. And I'm sure as she let go of that ball, she probably didn't want to put that ball there either. That would be my guess. Now you pitched a 2-hitter, I think, by our stats. How'd the game go for you pitching-wise?
Pitching-wise, I did pretty good. We had some nice defensive plays that kept them from scoring that were really big. I think I was working everything pretty good today.
Very good. Well, we'd like to congratulate both of you. We'll certainly be watching the results tomorrow. The Moline Maroons kind of, you should have like your own hotel or something down here as many times as you guys keep coming down. They're doing a great job, but we want to congratulate you and thank you for all the people in the Quad City area, Western Big Six, and all those kinds of things. Congratulate you and wish you good luck.
Well, we're very proud to represent the Western Big Six and our regional as well, and we all know and love softball in the Quad Cities. It's why I wanted to come back there and coach, and couldn't be happier to represent that area because there's so many fine teams back there.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to get out of here, give you a chance to watch this next ball game, and good luck to both of you.
Thank you.